Good morning, Crypto Nation. This is Nemesis, and I'm one of the Crypto Brothers. Well, today I was going to go over something that a few people have already covered last couple of days. It's been kind of big with Ethereum, that they're going to be increasing the difficulty bomb, but they put it off. It just shows that they're a little bit more centralized than I'd like to see, and how they're willing to turn their backs on the miners, it looks like. But let's see how this one works out. Ethereum core developers decided on their regular YouTube meeting on August 31st to delay the difficulty bomb. Great. By agreeing to include code for such a change into the upcoming Constantinople hard fork. One of the prime objectives for the Ethereum Foundation lies in the adoption of new consensus algorithms, proof of stake. Yeah, so they're going to get rid of the miners and go to proof of stake, which is going to be for people who have a lot of money or have been mining Ethereum for a long time. In order to implement, the developers came up with a solution called the difficulty bomb, which makes the production of new blocks more complex and unfavorable. Constantinople is designed to have a smooth transition from proof of work consensus algorithm to proof of stake algorithm, which I'm not really fond about that one, just because of the fact that if they're going to be changing over the consensus on this, they're going to be taking the people who have been loyal to Ethereum this whole time and turn their back on them and tell them, oh, that's your problem, go mine something else. That's a real great stance to have, especially since proof of work is actually more secure. Bitcoin has proven proof of work is more secure. Last week, the developers offered three possible scenarios for the difficulty bomb. Impact on the reduction and maintenance of the block rewards, according to the devs, EIP 858 would reduce block rewards to 1 ETH per block, which would be just a real big shot to all the miners. You go from having a 3 block, well, originally it was a 5 ETH per block reward, then they dropped it down to 3 ETH per block reward. Now they want to drop it down to 1. That's not cool. But it looks like the developers decided to put in a different what is it, like a different EIP. That's EIP 1234, which would reduce it down to 2. It's a little better, but not the ideal. While EIP 1295 would keep the reward to 3 ETH, but would affect other factors such as proof of work incentive instructions. So I mean, they're trying to basically de-incentivize the miners from mining Ethereum. And this is probably going to be in about a year and a half, something like that. Just so that everybody starts switching over to proof of work. I don't think this is going to be the greatest move for them, but I mean, this is a big experiment. We're just going to be seeing if this is the best path for Ethereum, or is Ethereum Classic the better option, the original Ethereum. Per a GitHub post, the developers decided to accept EIP 1234 as a scenario. It was proposed to delay the difficulty bomb for about 12 months, so the chain would be back at 30 blocks a second, 30-second blocks times within winter of 2019, and it reduced the block rewards with the Constantinople fork. The summary of the discussion reads: starting with Constantinople fork, the client will be calculated the difficulty based on a fake block number, suggesting that the client and the difficulty bomb is adjusted around 5 million blocks later than the previous specified with the Homestead fork. Furthermore, block rewards will be adjusted to the base of 2 ETH. Uncle and nephew rewards will be adjusted accordingly. I'm not really agreeing with all of this, that what Ethereum Foundation is wanting to do, going to this proof of stake, where if you've got money, you can support the system. I like the power to the people, where the smaller person like myself, who's a novice miner, might be able to help support the system with a small amount of reward. Now, the other thing that I've heard a few other people talking about with this difficulty bomb was that when everybody starts switching over to proof of stake, and as less miners are on the network, that the network will become more profitable to mine. But again, these are all just experiments that we'll have to see how they work out. But with that being said, I'm going to bid you all a good day. Have a good weekend. And as I always say, may your hash rates be high and your watts be low. You guys have a great day.